Hello, once again, everybody out there. How was your week? How was your trading week? I hope it was quite peaceful. A lot of activity this last week. Donald Trump being elected as the new American president. I know that is going to cause a lot of stir in people's minds and also in the market. Yeah, so doing a quick review of the market for the coming week. We could see that the news of Donald Trump becoming president of the United States made the dollar quite bullish. This came against my, how would I put it, my expectation. I expected that Donald Trump becoming president would have made the dollar quite weak, but then again, that wasn't to be the case. So looking at the Euro USD, we can see that it clearly broke this rising trend line here and retested it. You can see the retest here. It retested both this rising trend line and this falling trend line, and from there it has been selling quite massively. Now, I was unavailable throughout the whole of last week because I traveled and I wasn't able to give updates on my analysis, but I was able to enter this trade and it's been doing nicely ever since. Now it's presently resting on this support zone around here, and I expect it to fall further. Monday's close, I expect a rejection of this level, and then from there I expect it to fall further. This being our first target, this being our second target, just to take it to 4 hours again so you can see what is happening there. You can see this massive candle and a rejection, almost the same amount of pips going up and going down. As you are well aware, the dollar against the Swiss franc trades opposite to the Euro USD, which is a negative correlation, and we can also see the same thing on this pair. We can see, okay, this chart is not updated, but if it is, you will see that it retested this rising trend line after breaking the falling trend line, and from there it has been bullish, and we expect it to first of all target this zone. A break of that, I expect it to target this zone before the ending of the coming week or latest in 2 weeks time. Now, what has been surprising over the last week is the strong bullish run of the pound. Now everybody seems to be buying the pound. Its momentum has been quite dramatic, going upwards. I personally chose not to trade the pound against the dollar. Why? Because right now the pound is very strong and the dollar is also quite strong. Yes, we can see the strength of the pound is at the moment greater than the strength of the dollar, but I expect the strength of the dollar to increase over the coming few weeks. So I just decided to stay out of this. I don't want any kind of story concerning this pair, but as you can see, it is quite bullish at the moment. Now for the euro, for the dollar against the yen, we can see that it has broken this falling trend line with a pin bar. Now, as I explained, I haven't been available throughout the whole, I wasn't available throughout the whole week. As such, I wasn't able to capitalize on this trade. So I've missed this. I'm counting on a retest. The market should come down, retest this support before going back up. I will definitely take that trade if should that happen. Now, the Australian dollar against the American dollar, what I've been expecting for quite a few weeks now has finally happened. The Australian dollar, this pair has broken out of the range in which it has been trading in. Now, I traded this range going from top to bottom for a few weeks, but as it was getting tighter, as the range was getting tighter, I decided to wait for a breakout. We can see a couple of fake outs here and here, but now I've been expecting a bearish breakout. The main reason why I did not trade this. So now we have a bearish breakout here, and I expect this momentum to continue due to the present strength of the dollar against all other pairs except the pound, that is. I expect this bullish momentum to continue. So coming to Monday's open, I expect a retest of this zone. That's a pullback before the market finally crashes, and we follow that for the rest of the week. Now, euro against the Australian dollar. Now, this is a tricky one because all indications show that this pair should be falling. That's the technical analysis on this pair. We can see a clear breakout of this, a clear breakout here. It has also broken this support, retested it, and should be falling. But at the moment, we can see this pair is, over the last 3 days, has been going upward steadily. And we're also aware that this pair is they trade negative correlation to each other. That means if the Australian dollar against the American dollar is selling, then this should be buying. So by correlation, yes, it is doing the right thing, but by technical analysis, this pair should be selling. But as a result, I choose to stand aside on this pair, but I would be trading this as soon as I see a retest of this zone. Now, this pair has been selling dramatically throughout the whole of last week, and as such, it has been the major reason why the pound has been surging upwards. We can see the a clear break of this trend line, here. We can see a retest of the trend line, the rising trend line and the falling trend line. We can see a retest here, and since then it's been going down steadily. Now, Monday open, I should expect a brief pullback before the market continues to go down. Okay, similar to the the pound, the dollar against the USD, we're looking at the euro against the yen here. Sorry, this is the dollar against the yen, this is the euro against the yen. It has broken this falling trend line, which has been there for quite a while, and we can see after breaking it, it has retested it. So I expect a strong bullish run from this pair in the coming week. Once Monday opens, I'll look at how it acts around this this resistance here, a clear break of this resistance, and I'll ride that trade for as long as possible. Let's see how it turns out. Same analysis on all GBP pairs. We can see this is GBP CHF. Its rise was impeded by this resistance. Should it break this resistance within the course of the coming week, I would ride that pair higher. I'll take a buy on that. Similarly, pound against the yen. This is still my initial target on this. I'll be waiting for a pullback on Monday.